say that corruption is the increase, we are not saying that there are no positives coming out of the efforts of fighting corruption. There are many positives coming out. The only thing is that, one, the population is different. The population at that time was different from the population what it is at the moment. The level of literacy at that time, those past regimes, is different from the level of literacy at the moment. The demands at that time were different, and the demands at this time are also different. And you may realize that the demands at the current times, I think, are forcing many people to do things perhaps they would not be doing. But also that the current environment requires that you have some of the things that are needed to have at the moment. And yet some of those things are not easily accessible, they're not easily got, because one, there is maybe increased level of unemployment. Two, the salaries, I think, are quite low, they are not meeting the demands. But also three, is that it requires that those things that enable you to survive now, that should be got. And so people tend to sort of go into practicing of getting money in different ways. And some of the ways are quite illegal, not ethical, and not well. So I like to say that although corruption seems to be on the increase, but also on the increase because of various factors, population increase, the high demands of things that I've mentioned, and so on, there are also many other efforts that are working towards that. But what is important at the moment is that whereas the people who have grown up during this regime seem to be appreciating elements and practices of corruption, we need to embark on a process that is going to educate, is going to help our young people. If some of you have got children, perhaps it's right now time for you to start speaking to those children and tell them that corruption is not good. It's from then that they'll be able to appreciate that corruption is not good, and it's then that we shall see corruption going down, because somebody will grow up knowing that this is not good and I should not be doing it. Like it was, I think, in the past for us when we were growing up. They would say, Jesus will see you stealing, and you don't steal. And some of us have grown up in that way. So I think this is what we want to go back to at the moment, and we get this corruption got rid out of this country and the globe.
I would add that at the global level, what we see is that there are backslashes in our fight against corruption. We move, and there is counterparts acting on very powerful schemes. So I always say that fighting corruption is not like running a marathon where everyone is going in the same direction and nobody is throwing stones from the corridors. This is like playing strategic chess. So white pieces move, but black pieces move too. And when we pass a law or create a form of putting an end to impunity in this sector, a window of opportunity appears in other. And what we see internationally is that there is a process of sophistication of the schemes, particularly of grand corruption. Cryptocurrencies, crypto money, is helping the crops to take money from one side to the other one, which make it very difficult to trace where's the money going and where's the money coming from. So it's easy to conceal the proceeds of corruption. Also, these schemes of tax havens or treasure islands where you can hide money is another thing that we are facing and we have to fight against. So it's a strategic move. You move, the powerful try to stop us. We keep on moving because that's the spirit of anti-corruption fighters. We don't say goodbye and give up. We still fight and modify our tools and our procedures according to the context where we are fighting against corruption.
Yes, so we should appreciate that corruption changes faces. We are now moving into a more digitalized era. We are seeing more and more corruption being made over the internet and so on. Then we have also seen a lot of political interference. So we should look at all those contexts. What was happening then, what is happening now, and what shall happen tomorrow.
Munsi yonna gwe tulinayo wano yayogedde bulungi ebizibu ebitongole bino gye bisanga wonna mu nsi yonna. Ebimu ku ebyo byayogeddeko kwe kuba nti tebyetengeredde okuva mu abo abalina obuyinza, era nga kiva ebiseera ebisinga okuba nti ate abantu ababikulembera abakulu bali ate be babalonda. N'ayogera kuba nti ebitongole bino tebirina bulungi byakola. Naawe ekyokulabirako nti yagenda okukola omulimu mu Argentina ng'alina omuntu omukulu akwatagana n'okulwanyisa enguzi gwe yali agenza okwogeraganya naye kubikwatana n'emirimu gye. N'amusanga ng'akolera mu restaurant nga talina internet, talina secretary, talina kintu kyonna kiyinza muyamba kukola mulimu ogwo. N'agamba nti abakulu abalwanyisa enguzi mu nsi yonna beesanze nga balina obuzibu olw'obutaba na bikozesebwa. Ekibaviirako okuba nti tebasobola kukola bulungi mirimu gyabwe nga bwe gisaanidde okubeera, n'olwekyo ne baba nga banafuwa ne batatuukiriza buvunaanyizibwa bwabwe. N'ebitongole byaffe wano nga IGG gamba nga police anti-corruption n'ekitongole ekiramuzi oyinza okwesanga nga byesanze nga biri mu bizibu bye bimu. Omukulu abakulu abatukulembera be babalonda, bwe kituuka ku biseera bya budgeti bwe basaba ssente ne baba bazimala ne batasobola kutuukiriza buvunaanyizibwa bwabwe. Naye kiri gye tuli ffe ng'abantu b'eggwanga lino okulaba kubanga ssente zino n'abakulembeze bano ffe tubateeka muki mu bukulembeze, okulaba nga tukolera wamu mwe bannamawulire naffe ab'ebitongole ebyanajewa n'ebitongole bya gavumenti, okulaba nga tuteekawo embeera abantu bano basobola okukolera omulimu gwabwe kubanga mulimu mukulu nnyo mu kulwanyisa enguzi. Ate ng'omukulu bwe yagambye
njagala kwongerako kwako katini nnyo nti erudda kiyinza otukosa ffenna statement gyeyinza okukola naye ng'ate is reality nti mulimu emisango kati ng'ekibuzo ky'obuuziza nti bayinza okuba nga abo abenyigidde mu kulya enguzi eyo ensimbi ennyingi ezo z'ogamba ng'ate banene n'abanene abalala be bakola nabo mu gavumenti ne wabeerawo nti politics n'atandika okuzanyira omwo n'ayonoona ekintu ekyo mu musango gwali wadde mulungi nnyo naye ne baguzanyiramu olw'okubanga kuliko abagwetaaga okuba nti bonna bafunamu ekyo kimu. Ate olw'okuba nti kirimu ensimbi ennyingi ogenda okwesanga nga n'esitoore gwe gye bakuwadde togikubye, simanyi lwaki nga nange yali following up si following up kubanga sigoberedde story eyo kubanga kirimu esente nnyingi nnyo oba ensimbi nnyingi nnyo. Ekyo njogeza reality kuba mbiraba ne juzi nabiraba wano waliwo story yafuluma naye yafa nakyo desi yafiira awo nti erimu ensimbi nnyingi. Ekirala obujulizi, oyinza okubanga omusango mulungi nnyo ensonga nnungi nnyo naye obujulizi ne bagenda ne babutta kubanga mulimu ki sente oba obujulizi okufa omujulizi n'abula mubiwandiika bulijjo wano nti yalibadde omujulizi ate yabula, yalibadde omujulizi yafudde afiira mu musango ogwo afa just coincidentally. So ebisonga nnyingi nnyo ezituleetedde okuba nti ababbye sente zaffe bagenda nga baniigiina buniigiinyi naye nga ebintu bingi nnyo ebireetera embeera eyo okubeera bwekyo. Naye ng'omukulu oli bw'agambye vice chairman wa Transparency International Uganda nti kiri eri ggwe nze n'abalala okujja awamu tulwanire wamu nga kitole kubanga bwe tuteegatte tetujja kufuna maanyi, tujja kusigala nga twekubagiza sente zaffe baazitwala zino zagenda luli ate n'endala zigenda nga bo bakozesa sente abaziina abazibbye okuzanyira ku buwongo bwaffe. Ekyo kye nina okwogeramu.
Like we usually do annually, this week we are celebrating, observing the Anti-Corruption Week in Uganda, where we look at the various things concerning corruption and all our efforts of fighting corruption in this country. And today we've had a press conference where we have shared a number of things, but one of the things that we're reminding ourselves of is that Uganda is the 151st country out of 180 countries as far as the corruption index is concerned, and these figures we got in 2017. And what are we saying is that the perception index, the people's thinking about corruption in Uganda, is the extent that they think that Uganda is a very, very corrupt country. And I think that's something that we need to fight. And that is something that we've been fighting for the last 25 years. But I think we need to intensify this fight so that we make sure that the corruption index perception really changes in this country. And how are we going to do this? Is that we shall continue to speak out to the people, to sensitize the people about various issues concerning corruption in this country. But we also like to continue engaging our leaders that they work on ways and mechanisms of ensuring that corruption ends in this country. We are happy that a number of legislations have been passed. The legal framework is quite smart. I think what is lacking at the moment is, one, maybe making some of the articles and some of a little bit stronger, to make the legal framework a little bit stronger. But also we want to see that the legal provisions are properly enforced, so that we see the issues that are picked out concerning corruption in this country are tackled. We would like to see the cases that are identified. We would like to see the people that are caught in the cage of corruption. We would like to see the culprits in this area that are brought to book. And we think that the legal framework at the moment is able to do that. So we only want to encourage the government to ensure that the legal framework, the laws, and the various policies are properly enforced, so that we see corruption end in this country, or get reduced in this country. But I think what we like to say and emphasize here is that the scenario is not good. And because the scenario is not good, then we must find ways and means of ensuring that we change that perception. And of course we know that a lot of corruption is going on in the country, and we know that many of the things in which people are practicing corruption, we know that there are strategies that are there that can end this corruption. So we only want to continue emphasizing it, that one, that the people of this country should be able to understand and participate in the processes that are going to lead towards ending corruption. But secondly, that the leaders of this country should listen to what people are saying, because I think there are so many voices that have come out that are speaking against corruption. We would like to request that those who are in leadership listen to the people of this country as far as things of corruption are concerned. But also that, you know, we need government to prevail on its institutions and on the people that are managing government institutions. For example, when you got the service delivery sector, a lot of things don't seem to be going on right there. Health sector, education sector, roads sector, and so on. So many things seem to be going wrong there, and so much money is being lost in those sectors. And yet, the people are not getting the services they deserve. So again, we're calling upon our leaders in this country to try and see that as much as possible, that they plug those holes that lead to corruption being practiced in this country. And we know that it is possible, they can do it. The few examples that we've seen happening are quite effective, and so we would like that to be multiplied so that more of these are happening, so that we can see a more effective way of fighting corruption in this country.